Hello everyone, welcome to part 14 of Football Tactics and Glory World, the new DLC which will be released in a few months hopefully. This is a game from the developer Creoteam. Today we start with the Division Cup, which is in the base game would be called the National Cup. This is the second leg of the very first round of 32. So we won the first leg 2-1 and we now play Yichter Nevada from the first league. So here they don't have great strikers, so we don't need to do anything too sophisticated here. They don't have any long passers, so I'm quite happy with my defenders being out here. Uriel Val's done a good job where he is, so he'll stay where he is, but I'm going to move Urinel in place of Agor as a defender. They've packed the defence, so I think the best player to try and break that down will be a wing forward, so I'll put actually Hansi in. I mean, Asti will be good with his cannon shot, but I think I'll try to do it with Hansi. And I'll put in my reserve striker, Kellar, since he's not had many games. I'll keep Clefane around, and now, so what I'm going to do here actually is I'm going to show everyone here how to use the positional training manager ability. Now I find this a very useful ability. It's especially good when you have a game where either it's not critical that you win, or maybe you're in a cup match, maybe the second leg of a cup match where you've scored lots of goals in the first, where you've won well in the first leg, and so there's little risk of you not winning the tie. So this is not really the case here because I'm only 2-1 up, but I'm fairly confident that we won't lose to this team. So, I'm fairly confident we won't lose to this team. So I'm going to actually do this here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Asker on and put Bajar in here, and I'm going to take Daeris and replace him with Sin Cara here. So what I'm going to do now, so that's going to be my team here. Want to see if anybody else should come in. I think I'll leave that as it is. Hopefully we won't get into any trouble and have to and have to actually come back. Their attack's not great, so there's always a chance he can score, of course, but it's not the strongest attack we've ever faced. He's only got 28 accuracy or thereabouts. He's got 56, which is a bit more of a threat, but still, compared to our defenders, it's not that strong. So I'm going to show you some of the managerial skills. So if I go to position to coach, and it shows abilities. Now, when I set up the game, I just gave myself all abilities except for watch list. So I've got everything. And the one I'm going to use a couple, but I'm going to use positional training. So in the next match, for each action other than moving, the footballer will earn 4 specialization points. So that means if any of these players do any action apart from moving, and I think probably also just jostling for the ball, any action that involves the ball, either passing, tackling, so on, they will get +4 specialization points. Now, this skill is really useful for leveling up players that are not professional, either semi-professional or the green amateur players. It's also useful if you're, for instance, if you've got a specialization, if you have a player who's coming close to the end of his, he's coming close to the upgrade limit, to the upgrade amount, you can just accelerate that. So that's where it can be used. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go to club. Is it club? It's not club. So it's actually not club. It's actually squad, and I go to training. So it's individual training I want. So you've got different types of training here. You've got fast track learning skills. So I can, if a player's learning a skill, I can try and make that go faster. I've got restore stamina. That could be useful, especially if I've got a player that has got lower stamina than I would like. And I've also got positional training. Now the thing about positional training especially is if you use this, and indeed if you use fast track learning, there's a chance you can get injured. So I'm going to go and try to do it with these two players. Barjar. So it says 10%, 31 glory. I've got loads of glory, so I'm quite happy to do that. And I've got 10% of injury. So let's see if it works. And he's fine. So Barjar's on this training, and he'll be able to gain the benefits of positional training in the next match. We're also going to do Sin Cara. Again, 31 glory, 10%. And again, he's successful. He didn't get injured training that, so that's fine. Now I've got, because I've picked the highest level, I've actually got 3 trainings. So if I don't use them, I lose them. So I may as well use it for something else if I'm willing to pay the glory. So let's restore some stamina. So Lord is looking a bit tired, so I could restore Lord. 44 glory, it'll bring me up to 97. So why not? Let's do that. So we've restored Lord, and who else is struggling? Diaris is fine. Astiel will restore Astiel, so that'll bring him up to 100%. So this is what you can do as well. And I've got one more, so I could also try and do the fast track, which I think might be useful. So fast track, who's learning and who's quite close. So he's only got, let's try him. We've got Farda. What does it say? So if I do, you can speed up 1 to 20 days. He's only got 26 days. So let's try and speed Farda up. So it's going to cost 0 glory, which is nice. And the maximum injury is 25%. Still 10% injury, but I don't have to pay. I could pay glory and definitely not get an injury, but I'm gonna just do it for 0 and see if Farja does. So we've now, unfortunately, we only did it by 3 days, so that wasn't very successful. We did knock off a few days, but we could have knocked up nearly all of it if it had been a bit better. But there we go. We've used the available training, so we've used 1 of fast track, 2 restore stamina, and 2 positional training. So let's see how we go with these players now. So just make sure everybody's in the right place. I think what I'll do is I'll take Mage off and place Urinel in the center of defense, and I just wanted to see if I want to place anyone else. And I think I'll leave everyone else. Fard I'll leave where he is. I think that's fine for this game. So let's see how this game goes with the positional training, and I'll try and. So now in positional training, what you want to do is get these people on the ball. You either make tackles, you hold, you press, whatever. But you get these guys on the balls, and then that's where you'll get your extra, your extra specialization points. So let's see how that works. Hopefully they will get on the ball at least once, so I can show you how it works. It's really, really good ability for the managers. So Rift. Gabriel Val intercepts. And he manages to hold on to the ball. So, now, normally I think I would try and go for the pass here, but to show how the positional training works, I'm going to pass to Bajar, and then I'm going to pass. So, I could do that, or I could do a lofted pass. So I'll just do a lofted pass and see how it works. So normally I would get 5 being successful and 2 being unsuccessful. So let's see what happens. I'm successful, and as you can see, I got 9 positional training. So that's 5 for being successful, plus 4. So if we go to substitutes and look at specialization, we can already see he's got plus 9. So that's really given him a boost there. In fact, Bajar should have really been out on the left because that's where most of the skill are, but I'll just have to leave it just now. Right, so carry on with the game. Hansi's going to go and try and break in. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot that he'd used 2 actions, but he's still got another chance to do it. So what can I do here? Now I could run in and try and cross, but he's not got head play. That's not very useful. He's also got at least 1 level of reaction against Keller's 1 level reaction. That's not going to be very helpful either. He could shoot, which isn't actually that bad, but I think if he wants to shoot, he'd be better breaking in first. He's going to try and break in. Gets into the box, he'll get tackled, succeeds in the first one, and now we're straight on and go. 124 against 37. I think precision shot is the thing to do, and we're scores, and we're now 3-1 aggregate. So things going well. Things going very well in the first half. Again. Oh, and we got a tackle there. So, again, what we'll do this time, I'll show Sankara. So pass to Sankara. Again, I could just pass. Now, a normal pass, you get 1 specialization point, which I could do in the normal circumstances. I probably would, because why not? It's the easiest thing to do. But I want him to get some specialization points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lofted pass. And again, if he succeeds, he gets 9 specialization points. If he fails, you'll get 6. So let's try that. There we go, and he gets 9. He's successful. And again, Hansi's got the ball. He's going to hold and try and hold on to it. They do have slide tackle here, but not. And you're going to probably try again, I imagine. Oh, and he's caused a foul. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Sankara here. I'll put Hansi into the corner, and I'll put Keller here. Again, and I'll show you just to show you what happens if I only do 1. So I will get 4 specialization points. That's 1 for the normal pass along the ground, and then plus 4. So I should get 5 for this. There you go, 5 for AM. So he's got another 5 AM points. He's going to break in again. Doesn't succeed this time. Well, you'll notice, and just to show you again, you'll notice that if I just simply move, he only gets 1, because moving, it doesn't attract the bonus. See, just by collecting that ball there, he got 6 specialization points, so that was really good. And then he got another 6 just by getting tackled. So you can see how you can pick these up if you're in a bit of the field where you're likely to be a lot of action. So I'm just going, now he's only got 19. Now he's going to tackle, and I'm interested to see what specialization points he picks up, since there doesn't seem to be any DM. So let's see what happens. But he does get DM specialization points, interesting. So it looks like DMs are still in the game, it's just they're not appearing anywhere. Either that or the devs have taken the DMs out, but you still have the specialization points there. Anyway, interesting to know. So again, we have so what I'm going to do, we've only got one turn left. So I'll put Bajar here. Oops. Oh, yes, it's their foul, not ours. So what I tend to do here is I tend to put the players back in the box so that they can't just wander right into the box, and then have one player here. There we go. So see what they try and do. He tries to pass, but gets intercepted. That Aldo will shoot, but his accuracy is 28, which is not that good. And we go into the break 1-0 up. So that went very well, more or less. I'm going to move out to the left wing to get him LM points now. Now Hansi's a bit tired, so let's take Hansi off and put Astiel on. Give him a bit of a run, and let's start the second half. I think we'll bring. Well, maybe not. I was going to bring Uriel Val off. We could bring Uriel Val off and put. I don't know. We could put. We'll put the left midfielder on, and actually we'll do it like that. So let's see how it goes. Start second half. So we're going to pass. He's only got 10 defence, so we're going to pass through and see if we can get to Astiel. And we do. He's going to run into the corner and try and break in. Manages to hold off one. He holds off a second. And holds off a third. So he gathered 15 left forward points just by that one action against this lower team. Position shot, you could try power shot, you could try a dribble. The position shot's by far the best chance, so go for it. And there we go, 2-0 up, 4-1 in aggregate. We're basically won this match. Is there anybody else you want to take off? I don't think so. I think everybody else is fine. They've changed their formation to, well, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the back. But otherwise, it's fairly similar. I'll move him over so he blocks the CM, although he can still get to there, but at least it's making some sort of block. He decides to go through Cliffane anyway. He's going to try and go out the wing. He gets tackled. That's to be expected. So I'll pass to. I'll just pass to Barjar, give him a chance to get some experience. I'm going to pass through this player to KLR because that gives him 9 right midfield experience, and then he could try a position shot. He could actually try and do that. His control's 107, his is 43, so that's actually not a terrible thing to do, to be honest. He could go in like that, but he's got Ichtho. So he's got 1. Oh, because he's motivated, so I can't Rainbow Feign anybody. Can't use a skill against anybody who's motivated. So I'm going to try this actually, because he's got control. He might actually get through. There you go. And he's going to try and tackle him. He fails, but we've got 1 place closer. Now I could actually try and go in again, and then he'll tackle me. And why not? Let's do it. and he succeeds again. So Keller's having a good game. See if he tackles him, get a penalty. I think I'm just going to go right down the middle. Doesn't really matter if we fail. We're well winning this game, and Keller gets a goal. Been a reserve player for quite a long time, so good for him to get a goal in this match. Russell's retreating and playing very conservatively, considering that they're 5-1 down in an aggregate. So all I'm going to do here, he's got 36, he's got 37. Let's take Clefane, see if he can get the ball. He does, and I'm just going to pass it up to Sankara to give him a little bit of experience, because somebody tries to get the ball off him, he'll get his extra positional experience. And there you go. He gets 2 for being tackled, and then +4 for just being an AM. So he's going to come up here. He's going to press, and then I'm going to let Sankara try to tackle, and he causes a foul. So they get a foul in their own half. Barjar gets 17 points there. Not sure how many. He got that much, but he got a lot. And he gets another 9. He's injured, but well, that was a pretty good run for him. And so we take him off, and we'll put Farda on. It's fine. And they've lost a player. Aldo's been red carded. So Clefane, we'll just try and break in, see if we can get one last hurrah, one last goal. Again, so he's got a choice. He could do cannon shot ×2, or he could do precision shot. I'm not actually sure what's better. I suppose cannon shot's slightly better, because if he fails, he might get a corner. He scores anyway. Here we go, 4-0. Very comprehensive victory in the second leg. And there we go, they're celebrating going through to the next round. You'd think they had won the cup itself in. Never mind. Still, it's good to through to the next round, and it didn't go all pear-shaped, trying to show you this positional training. Get some experience for getting through the first round of the cup. And Astiel wins man of the match for his break-ins and his goal. Now you can see, look at that. Barjar's got 51 CM and 18 RM. Now, ideally, you would actually keep him in one position so that he gets it all against one or the other, because it's only good to go into one position. But at least he got it, and even Sankara got an AM position of 35. So that's actually a good little run for Barjar. And if we come up to other matches where we don't really have to win, then I might do this again. But he's going to be injured for 16 days. But he's a reserve player anyway, so it's unlikely he'll play for a while now anyway. So he can go and rest. So there we go, 6-1 win. We're through to the next round. Surprising that we didn't get any team of the round, considering we won 4-0. But there's a lot of teams playing, so that can happen. There's only 11 places, so that's okay. so I just wanted to check this. So we got Barjar, and he did actually get some DM experience. If I look into his profile, you can see that he does actually have DM experience. So we are getting DM experience, but there's no DMs in the game. So we'll have to work out if it's just something unusual that the DMs haven't appeared, whether the DMs have been taken out of the game, or we don't know. But I'm sure it'll be clarified at some point. Now the only other thing I'm going to do, we're up to 25 minutes, and because I was showing you positional training, and so I'm going to stop soon. It's telling us he's injured. That's fine. The only other thing I'm doing, talking about injuries, I want to show another ability, which is sincere support. It's called. This means that you can accelerate. The recovery from injury. So it's actually best. I think it's best to do this right at the beginning of injury because it's by percentage of time. So the nearer you do at the beginning, the more time will be taken off. So we'll do that for a couple of our injured players because we've got quite a lot of glory, just to show how it works, because we do have a couple who are injured. We've got Nefando, so let's do it with him. So if you go into the club, speed up treatment, here we go. And it depends on your level of physicians and so on, medical centre. So speed up treatment, and we've got 3 injured players, so we'll pick Nefando, and we'll support. So it's only going to be 1 to 4 days, so that's probably not worth doing, to be honest, because it's only 4 days. I mean, 4 days is the time between a match, so probably not worth doing. But you can see now sincere support, yeah. So formal support is if I don't use any glory, 1 to 4 days. But sincere support, I can get 9 to 18 days for 18 glory. I think I'll do that because that will basically not. If it goes well, I could knock out a quarter to a half of the time he's going to be injured. So let's do that. And it's 9 days. It's the lowest, unfortunately. So it's less than a month now. So he might be back before the winter break. And then Gladiator will do the same again, just to show how it works. We've got formal support 1 to 2 days, sincere support 4 to 7. Again, we could lower it by about half if we get a good roll. So let's do it. Again, he got the minimum, so be it. So reduce it a little bit. Gladiator should be back quite soon. So that's been done. So our next game is against Sindria, and is a Premier League game. So we'll look at that in the next game since we're coming up to the 30-minute mark. So thank you for listening and see you next time.